Therefore, both men and women have equal right to realize God. Equal right. In religions, almost all the religions in the world, they bar women from doing certain, you know that.
Ceremony.
Yes, so many things. Well, there are actually it is superstitious. Superstition, you see, large extent. Original things they don't know, and unnecessarily they have done this thing, and that is how it has happened. But this is because of time. Otherwise, soul is the same with time. So what is this now?
Oh, this is the same you gave me
That's
yesterday.
what you gave us yesterday.
You got so it's a nice thing. Good thing, good thing. Right. So you did it in the morning today?
I did last night, everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
And then you went to sleep?
I did not, he did.
Okay, that's good. But while sleeping you said, I am pure soul, I am pure soul.
That I did.
Yes.
I'm pure soul.
And right in the morning you, I am pure soul, like
Yeah,
that.
also.
That's
I
also.
did.
So what happened that during the night, the seed that was implanted in you as pure soul, realized way, now that seedling has sprouted up. You see, it has sprouted into a small sapling. You see, and with 2 leaves already, 2 leaves,
Truly.
2 leaves, knowing and seeing, to light in this, so to say. And that is soul energy that has opened out in you now, today. The first night. Why we told you like that? Because that was the first night for you. And now, even if you do every night from now on, it will be very easy for you to develop pure soul wise, divine light. Understand? It will be easy, effortless, because body sleep is a function that is enjoined with the body already. It always happens. It always happens. You see, why people cannot sleep? Because of the stress, strain, tensions, worries and all that, on account of miseries that they experience due to present times. You understand? So they have to take pills and this and that and what not. What is that? It is not the case. Body is natural and sleep also is natural. You see, it is the unnatural way of life and living that makes everybody unhappy. But how can they be natural? They don't know. You see? So now people thinking, they try to go to nature more and more. You know that. In China and Japan they do. Right? They're the most too. Because they are India's neighbors. India's neighbors.
Yes, they are neighbors.
So there is a connections, no? Connections. Chinese scholar walk down from China, walk down and horse and everything together, from China to India, 2,000 years back, 2,500 years back. And he studied in Takshashila University.
Yes.
Takshashila. Today, that Takshashila that was part of India is actually in Pakistan. Because the location is there, Lahore, near Lahore. But actually it is part of India. It was all Indian influence, wonderful influence there. And it was a technical university teaching all faculties of life.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
I think we were.
All engineering, all metallurgy, all chemical, everything. Everything, Takshashila. And way of living life. That was important there. And there were 2 universities in India 2,500 years ago. One Nalanda and the one Takshashila. Takshashila University was given to the various faculties of life and knowledge and all that, the way present day universities are. And Nalanda University was on the basis of spiritual teaching and learning, of living, how to live, art of living. That was Nalanda.
Wow.
Both. and it was a one-on-one, very wonderful it was in university, with everything, commonness. Today it is excavated out and it is there, means in the underground, on the ground. Today it is there still. So Nalanda is in India, in Bengal, and Bihar, Bihar. Bihar, you know, north and that side. And this Takshashila is there, west. And this is center, yes, like that, on the west side. That is how it is.
What could be explanation that we have lost contact with, the original nature, with pure soul? You say people don't know pure soul. People have their worries, miseries. So how come we as humans have lost contact?
Robert, let me tell you that this is a normal question for anybody. તમે બંધ કરજો ભાઈ જરા ડિસ્ટર્બ ઓછું કરજો ના જલ્દી કરે. Normal question, anybody would have it, that when soul is all powerful, infinite energies, મને ઘડી ઘડી ડિસ્ટર્બ ના કરશો, જે કરવું જ કરી નાખો પટપટ. મને ડિસ્ટર્બ થઈ જાય, બ્રેક ના કરો લિંક. This is a normal question for anybody, that soul all powerful, infinite energy, how come that soul can get entrapped in this body cage, C-A-G-E. It's a jail like, it's a handcuff position like. How come soul all powerful can never get entrapped? How? Soul has never got entrapped in the body, let me tell you. This is perpetual, never. Understand? So everybody asks, but there has to be some beginning somewhere that this happened. No, it is not like that. It is perpetual from times immemorial, infinite times, you see, till infinity. It is a cyclic going on and on and on. So at our human life level, it's such a small span and all that, to understand the vastness of that truth is very limited, you cannot understand. Natural questions will be there. Therefore, absolutes, when they are asked the same question, to Sir, when did it begin, this trapped thing? It has to have some beginning. Then they reply, no, it was from infinite times until infinity. Yes, give. And 1 cup, give me here. It's okay. You take this. There.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Fine, thank you.
So, this question actually, pure soul was pure soul. You see, in all these situations migratory, pure soul was pure soul, is now pure soul and will always be pure soul. But word pure, how do we say? Because we have made you realize this soul as pure, therefore it is for you as a pure soul, not for the world. For the people, they call it only soul, they cannot call it pure soul. Is it, you understand? Because the realization is not there. It does not mean that in them pure soul is not there. Do you understand? It is there, but they don't know. That's simply.
So what could then be the meaning of the human experience? To have this limited experience.
Limited what?
Why are we in a human manifestation?
Oh, human manifestation is process of the evolution, and in the evolutionary process of the karmic influx and pressure, very heavy pressure that goes on getting relieved naturally. right from very primary forms of lives, cell or single cell, all that. And it goes on and on and on. Process goes on and on and on. Now this tree is out of these five senses. You know five senses?
Sure.
Eyes, smell, hearing, taste and touch. They are the basic five senses. And tongue is given second function for expression and communication. So two functions for the tongue. One taste and other communication, language communication. So it is a very important organ of the body. All rest have got one function only. Mind you. And tongue has no bones. Do you know? You know that? Sure?
I guess so, it feels like
A
it.
boneless tongue can break the bones of thousands of people. Really? Tongue that has no bones can break the bones of so many people. You see? It happens. Hitler did. So what? It came in, it just come like that. That is human aspect. It's human aspect. You can't say. You see? These times are such. In right times, it was not happening so suddenly and abruptly and all that. It was smooth flow of life. But in these adverse times, you don't know what can happen when. Because such vast universe of such a vast humanity, so many people, so many countries everywhere, and where one single live body element in that, what can explode what, and because of that what can be the results, who knows? It's very difficult. They are careful but difficult. You don't know. You see? But we are not to get scared now. You see? Even if atom bombs fall, you won't get disturbed as pure soul, let me tell you. You won't have fear of sin. Because doubtlessly you are pure soul, not subject to any destruction.
Is it correct to say that I have pure soul, you have pure soul, he has pure soul, and then collectively this pure soul is one unit also?
No, Mary. They are individually different, each pure soul, but the quality is the same. Here, a heap of gold coins is lying. Okay? Well, I ask you, what is this? Like gold. Okay? Then I take out a coin. Then what is this? Then you say gold. Then I put down that. Then what is this? It's gold. But when I pick this coin, you say gold. They are different. Okay. So coins are so many, heap is there, but they are gold. But gold is a matter, and upon melting it is, but a soul is different. It's not like coming together. Soul is totally indifferent.
The pure soul?
They don't fuse with each other. No. Independent experience is there. Unless that independency of the soul is there, how can anyone experience that blissful state? Tell me now. Is it possible for anybody? Experience is individual.
So my pure soul would be different from his and yours.
But experience will be same. When you experience as pure soul in this body, he experiences pure soul in this body, that experience level, you will be the same.
It's the same.
There won't be difference. Experience level, I say. You won't have any difference of whatsoever nature. But body differences are there. Do you follow? And that is your experience. That is how you will experience as pure soul within you as well as within all living forms. You will experience yourself as pure soul in everybody also. And therefore, you won't get hurt from any quarter because you are everywhere as pure soul. Do you understand now? Do you understand or no?
I have to know more, I have to learn more, yeah.
No, because how can you insult yourself? You cannot insult yourself. Can you?
In that part, no, but as individual, yes.
You cannot hurt yourself.
No.
Because you are pure soul, and in the other also you see pure soul, and as per experience, with unique experience, you experience that I as pure soul, I am everywhere in everybody. Everywhere in this sense, every body I say. Not in this, no, body, living forms. But we are concerned with human our bodies,
Yes.
mostly, definitely. So where in that case, you won't get any hurting feeling from any quarter, because your experience is like that. Do you understand? It is the experience of oneness. It is the experience of oneness. In the prayer that what we said, no? So that my oneness, my separation with you disintegrates, and I experience continuously oneness with you. That prayer, no? That is how it is. So that will go on, that will be opening out gradually. In your experiment of dealing with so many people, that will happen. It will wonderfully happen. Nobody will know. Even you need not tell anybody. Fragrance will go out. You understand? Your soul fragrance, divine vibrations will go out. Do you follow? You have not to. This is not the function of expression or letting know anybody by expression. No.
Just the presence.
Presence, exactly. Very rose is very presence, and therefore we feel the smell of the rose. Rose does not do anything in that. Rose is a rose mere. Do you understand? The quality is there. That quality per function is there. You understand? So your blissful experience will have vibration, and your very presence will have effect all around. Do you follow? Now soul has no beginning, nothing like that. It is always. It is like in the dream. In the dream, you become an emperor and enjoy an empire. And you wake up, and emperor is no more there. And you are no emperor, you are here. It is like that. Nothing happens as is understood in the common parlance. Common parlance is not wrong, but it is an illusory world where what is not real is believed as real, and everybody go on living life like that. You see? But in such a world also, it is, after all, it is a physical world. Therefore, all life that is dramatic and dramatic living, to that extent everybody feels happy, otherwise not. But if one becomes concerned with feelings and all that, with feelings I say, then problem and trouble. Feelings are feelings are not bad, but the intensity and type of feeling is important. Attachment. You see?
So through these prayers you can attach better.
Pardon?
Even last night when we do experience, maybe 4, 5, 6 times, I do a very concentrated experience, but you think after
I know.
That. So how will that get less? By doing the prayers?
Yes. Every day, day to day. This is a beginning, no? So it will develop in you now. So these prayers I have given you in your own hand. What I did yesterday, now vision is opened out and you are free. And this you do yourself. That means Robert doing these prayers before your pure soul. You understand? Or no?
Yeah.
Robert before pure soul within. You see, your pure soul is divine light, guiding light. And Robert is the follower of that light.
Coming back on Mary's question, so in here when we say pure soul, that is then the ultimate pure soul. That pure soul is same for you, Mary, and me, or that's still
Same.
That's the ultimate energy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Which pure soul?
When we say here, I am pure soul, then that same pure soul for you and for Mary and everybody.
It's same. And those liberated pure souls are also same as us. But our state will come upon 1 or 2 lives, 3 lives like that. After total experience, absolute unique experience, that is absolute. It happens in the final human body.
The final stage of the reincarnation.
It is a matter of 2-3 lives. Otherwise infinite. From the infinity you have been brought to in such a close bracket. It happens. And then in that final body, upon attainment of the absolute experience, whatever balance span of life remains, just those goes and phased out naturally, the way all this natural life goes out. And at the end, the relative body just gets departed, and the soul, pure soul, in the absolute case, it cannot remain here in the universe where there is matter. That is accountable for body formations, matter. You see, just above this universe where there is only space, nothing than space, where infinite liberated souls are already there individually in that infinite blissful state. Infinite blissful state.
Nice.
Yes. That is the basic pursuit. And with all knowing, seeing powers, whatever we see, it gets reflected there, every soul. So, you will be one of them, there. Nevertheless. Formless, yet of definite experience state of, as an entity, pure soul. Do you understand? Formless in the sense, this way space is formless, that soul also is formless. But space as an element and soul as an element are distinct. That is, you can. This light is going. So light, what is this lightening thing? Is it formless or not? Is it God's form?
No.
And space also has form? No. So this, unless there is space, light will not fall here. Do you understand? You follow? So light space accommodates this light, formless light also. Is it not so? Even though they are separate. Space is not this light, or this light is not the space. It is like that there. Same thing. Wonderful experiences. Infinite liberated souls. You see? It is the same.
In your different incarnations, as Robert, you don't recall other lives, but so the soul recalls the other lives.
Recall means remembering.
Remember.
Well, remembrance is relative and the function of body, not the soul. Not the soul. Memory is the function of body, and it is based on egoism. Unless egoism is there, nobody can ever remember anything. Therefore, it is relative and body function. And the soul, no, it is infinite knowledge. Always, I am pure soul. That means you are now in the present. You are in the present. You see? In the absence of this knowledge, you are always thinking about the past. Oh, it has happened like that. It ought not have happened, this, that. So that botheration of the past will be there all the time. You see? And the worries of the future projections as to what will happen tomorrow, what will happen in October, how it should happen, like that. So you are always in the past. Though you are living in the present, breathing is in presently, but you are lost either in the past or in the future. So the purpose of the life is getting lost out. But now as pure soul, you are set on present yourself, and that is perpetual present. Pure soul is perpetual present state. Do you follow?
Yes.
Do you follow?
And it's forever.
Huh? Forever. It is free of past and future both. Therefore, it is free of the time that is the world time, relative time.
So this pure soul, if I die one day,
Who dies?
I.
I.
Pure soul don't die. I mean my body.
Mary.
Yeah, the name dies. Yeah? In my next life, I have the same pure soul.
Exactly. Soul no difference.
Soul no
Your present state will be there also present state.
is this soul that goes forever till
Till liberated. Exactly.
Okay.
Very good, very good. So, this shirt has gone old. I need a new shirt.
Yeah.
So this is casted out, and a new shirt is that nothing. It happens there on that side. Soul the same. Soul opens out. So that so long this goes on getting, body gets normal. This is the covering of the soul, nothing more. It's the overcoat of the soul. Nothing more. But it's very complex. Very complex. You follow?
Yes.
So all the time present. Now you are free of past and future. Future is in the hands of that power, cosmic power. You see? And that is according to that everything automatically happens. Auto timed. You see?
like
Auto.
a computer?
Completely, very computer. And sensor. Human sensors will fail, computers, but not this. Continuous. This goes on happening.
So our soul exists at the beginning of time.
There is no question of beginning of time. It's so infinite, it's cyclic that you cannot find
You
that.
cannot measure it.
And
It's
yes,
not a point.
because center is, unless you are centered, that end of that infinity does not come, meandering. And then the end comes with this realization, and then whatever balance is there, it just phased out. And end is more centered, that's all. It becomes absolute in the last body. And the last body falls, center is center, and goes in the liberated state where it is there, and where are no matter at all, nothing. Nothing is there, only space and pure souls in their absolute state, in liberated state they are there. Infinite bliss, infinite bliss. We have tasted that here now, in this body. It's a great experience, unique. What is the experience of the liberated ones that you tasted here with this body? And with that taste now, you are living out the life so that the taste becomes more fortified and stable in nature for you to benefit from that blissful taste. Yes. You see?
Taste.
Just a
taste
taste
of-
from it, not the whole thing.
But so in this life, like later you have to go plane, fly, I have to go Holland, Mary has to go. So it doesn't go automatically. We have to take action. We have
No. It
Otherwise-
is automatic. And you feel that you will go somewhere, Mary goes somewhere. No, because you are both realized souls. Therefore, as a realized state, there, on the part of realized state, you automatically know and meet each other. Automatically.
I mean,
Robert.
but you still have to
Some-
do a lot of action.
No.
Well, otherwise nobody does the work.
You have not to do. You have to let your original innate nature actions to happen or take place as pure soul. No other actions.
But if you-
Actions are part of the body.
Yeah.
And natural, your own innate quality working is this pure soul vision, knowing and seeing activity. It is also action, but it is on soul side. It is not on body side. Just to know and see whatever happens, whatever happens.
But it feels like, so if later I go back office, I feel like, okay, I don't do anything. But I
But-
know 25 things have to happen.
No, it is no. How do you know that 25 are to happen? Because Robert is there. That is why we gave you third and fourth sentence. That Robert is as per that accountability, and the files have to be squared up. So you have to be cautious to see that your accounts get settled up. Only that much functions remain there for you.
Yeah.
Instead of doing all the vastness of the ocean-like actions where there is no end and always increasing infinity. Now you are in the small bracket of just disposing of the files, an account of files. You see? So it will not happen that you will sit idle at home. No. You are bound to go. I told you it is bound. It will go. But our care that you have to take is that wherever you go, in that case, no new files get opened up, because now we cannot afford to have new files because we are liberated. In the liberated state, how would you like to afford a new file account opened and again to start again with dealing with that new account, right? Whatever old accounts are there which are related to this body have to be squared up. Do you understand? Or no?
Discard?
Huh?
Discard.
Discard.
Okay.
Discard.
Throw it out.
Discard. You understand? So you deal with everybody in such a way that one does not get hurt or disturbed. You see? And in such a softly and politely and at the same time dramatically, where you have to be firm, you will be firm. It is a part of drama, nothing more. Whatever is given according to situation, that drama will happen in you. On the contrary, it will happen naturally. Naturally, you see. So you don't think much on this line. You just try to understand that sentences, automatically it will follow. You see, automatically. Because whatever in relative life and living activity is there, it just happens.
It just happened.
Yes. And for everybody, puzzle is, everybody tries to become in it by being to be.
That's not good.
That's of course. And when one tries to be, then immediately it occurs to him that also not to be. So that also happens. And that is the great question, dilemma. And this is the life dilemma.
To be or not to be.
Right. Huh?
I find I eat too much in general.
Does not matter.
Thank you very much.
That Robert eats.
Robert eats, yeah.
It does not mean that you are going to do anything you like, because unless your body sustains it, you are not going to. It is automatically it will happen. So you are not hindering any activity. No, you let all activities happen as it is naturally. That's all. But you are not in that activity. You are just as a neighbor. Neighbor, you see? You are with the activity as neighbor relation. You means realized state. Realized state. It is an interim state. Interim state. I, Robert, was outward living. Now that is removed and I, pure soul, is established, and therefore with I, pure soul, realization, and that realized state is the interim state. So pure soul, that uniqueness of the experience till it gets more settled and established, that interim state will go on functioning, and that will function under the guiding light of that today that is opened out today. It has sprouted, no? 2 leaves I said, knowing and seeing back light that is opened out today. The whole light that is opened out, that light will function like that. It will function like a lighthouse. Lighthouse, you know, constantly cautioning you. And the Robert ship will be sailing safely. Is it not so? Yes.
So actually I hope by taking in more, let's say, spiritual food, that body of Robert needs less physical food.
You are right, sir. Great principle. It's a great. Deepak Bhai, oh, wow, nice. That's correct. It's perfect. It's very perfect. And this will happen in 2-3 lives. No. What I mean to say, in this present life also, look here, food and sleep are together always. Sleep is enjoined on food taking. The food you take, immediately you will have naps and those like that after some time. Because food that goes inside in the stomach, and the whole process of digestion that starts, and so many things, and it gets fermented and all that, and it has got that wine effect inside. From the food itself. Do you understand? And out of the fermentation and whatever you put in the empty part and whatever is there, because of that, under that effect of that thing, you always get dosing little. The way you take drink and you dose like that. You like that food. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So whatever body need is there, it will be there. But after all, stomach, what does it need? How much? How much? You put anything and it gets satisfied. But it is this tongue that is responsible for all the trouble. Yes. It relishes and regales in all the tastes. Oh, fine, come on. You see? You enjoy the taste. Taste is meant to be enjoyed. All the taste, sweet, sour, pungent, whatever it is. It is meant to be enjoyed. You enjoy. Body enjoys. But you don't regale in it. Oh, very good. Come on now, let me have more. Oh, how nice it is prepared. That means you are entering there. Just be normal, natural and dramatic. Fine, okay. You understand? So that way, that food intake will be under control and it will become lesser and lesser little lot, to the extent to which body requires, that's all. And you will be alert all the time as pure soul. You see? All the time. You may take 5 times in a day, but don't full the stomach. Don't. Let it be half empty. Let it half empty. That is all. Half. Even less than half. Rest in water. 5 times like that. So whole day you will be very efficient and energetic. Because that effect of sleep will not be there. And your pure soul awareness will be more felt in you. That is how it is. Do you follow?
Yes.
That is how it is. Food intake is it's a science. There is science behind that. Great science. And what you said is correct. We do not sleep at all. You see? We take tea. We just become cold.
Yes.
Cold.
How do you say I am pure soul in your language? If I want to say it.
Hu Shuddhatma Chu. Hu Shuddhatma Chu. Shall I write down?
Yes, please. And also the greeting as we did this morning. How you
So Jai Satchidananda.
Please. Thank you very much.
It's lovely tea. Oh, it's on cold now. Robert.
Rita, thank you so much. You sleep well?
Oh, I don't know when I slept, like it was like I slept for a few nights. I felt that deep.
That's good.
Machu.
Repeat. Close the eyes and repeat. That's all. Jai Satchidananda. So during the daytime, 5-7 times, when you get free time, 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes, try to separate yourself that by relative viewpoint I am Robert, by real viewpoint I am pure soul. By relative viewpoint I am Robert, by relative viewpoint Hu Shuddhatma Chu. Real viewpoint rather. By relative viewpoint I am Robert, by real viewpoint Hu Shuddhatma Chu. Go on speaking Hu Shuddhatma Chu.
Do you, other than just repeating this phrase, do you visualize something?
Nothing, just to practice.
Okay.
In practicing, your visions will get stabilized, 2 at a time, together. Relative activity will happen relatively, and you as a real pure soul will be more becoming stable and stable as a real pure soul vision wise. You see, practicing, that is how I gave you 2 sentences for you to practice. Understand? Because this is in seed form, and for it, now it is in their own hands, whole thing. The kite that is Robert And the string of that kite is in your hands now. Before it was not. It was just flying without the string in the hand and getting born and end and born and end and flying and landing and all that. But now string is your hand. The moment Robert is somewhere, hey Robert, that caution will do that, and then that string pulling and kite will be all right. Robert will be all right. It is in your hand. It is in your hand now. Wonderful.
So you can do anywhere, like driving cars, okay?
I don't drive car.
No, but I can say while in driving car.
Yes, why not?
Yeah.
But while driving car, your attention has to be on the road, no?
Yeah.
On the
I
road.
will often do like
But
that.
before sitting in the car, hey Robert, now you are sitting in the car. You drive the car, and we are with you. We will be observing you, how you drive. And they say, okay, Dada, I drive the car now. So you as Robert, with attention on driving, you will be driving the car. You won't you close your eyes while driving the car and just making, oh, that power will run the car, let me close the eyes and run. It is not going to happen.
No.
That is exactly,
I know.
yes.
Although there are guarding angels.
No. So caution.
But you can say, wherever you are, you can say.
Sure, wherever, anywhere.
Yeah.
Even in toilet.
Yeah.
It has no bar. Bar is in activities. On pure soul side, it is pure soul all everywhere. You see, anywhere you can do that, anywhere, in any situation.
In here, when we in the prayer, so what was it? Or Dada Bhagwan. It's Dada Bhagwan, correct?
Yes, and presently here.
Okay.
Presently is more important, no?
Yeah.
Because you have not seen him.
Yeah.
It is a photo true, but you have not physically met him.
No.
So that experience, you got it through this physical body. I have got same experience as Dada Bhagwan. My experience is the same, but bodies are different. Same way,
Different shirt.
yes.
Right.
The same way, same experience will be in you opening out, though you have got different bodies.
So
At my level, same thing.
So when we say this, like we visualize you, or we visualize
Anybody.
unlimited energy, or
No, visualize either, any of the two.
yeah, okay. But visualize
And
one.
yes. Even this, if you visualize, he is a living absolute.
Yeah.
He is already there. Dada Bhagwan had connection with him. He is already there in the another world, human world. I will explain you what that is. Would you like to know?
Yes.
What is universe? The shape of the universe is like a standing human being, like that. Like that. You follow? From here to bottom, like that. Standing human being, this way. And this navel point, central point, is the central plane of the whole universe. It is very vast. And central plane, so much, is so vast, very vast. And in that central plane, human worlds and creature worlds, 15 of them are located. Our world is one of them. Central plane of the universe. You follow?
Yeah.
This is a very vast plane. And there are 5 worlds like ours. There are another 5 also of different nature, but same quality of life as ours. Same. And yes. And another 5 also like our life, but time factor there is whole time cycle of same uniform nature. While in our 5 worlds and another 5 worlds like ours, their time cycle is constantly changing. You see? Whole cycle, time segments, they change from segment to segment continuously.
Yeah.
That is how it is. So in the 5 worlds where time cycle is constantly of uniform type, where maximum positivity is there. Same human life like us. There also negative people are there. Creature, human, everything. But mostly they are positive, and whole time wise they are always positive there. Therefore, the conditions are such there that living absolutes are always getting born there and living out. The moment they get nirvana, that is salvation, another gets born. The process goes on and on and on continuously. In those 5 worlds, there are 4 of them in each world. You see? So, in that central principle, suppose our world is here, and these worlds, 5 worlds, are in the diagonal like northeast side, just one after another like that, far stretched. And the world that is nearest to us, and there also, that part of the world where this living the absolute is already there, Simandar Swami by name. He is very close to our world, and a close relation aspect also is there. Do you understand?
When we say
Do you understand?
close, are we talking about physically close, or we are talking about spiritually close?
Physically, everything.
Physically close.
I'm describing physical part.
Okay.
You see, you have got locational aspects.
Okay.
The way 2 countries have good relations and contact, though countries are different and vast and far away, like that here world, and the connection. There he is there. So, Dada Bhagwan experience, at that level, absolute level experience, because of that high level, at that level, he had communication with him there. Humans cannot reach, mind you, in between from one world to another. It is beyond the human reach. Howsoever science may go, no, they cannot reach. Science is too small. It is like child's play. They cannot go out. So that is how that Simandar Swami is there. His name is there. You see, and all these living absolutes, Robert, are always royal princes. You follow?
Royal princess.
Royal.
Princess.
By blood.
Royal princes. And in the last life, in that development state, after being the prince in a royal family, they come to a certain age when they feel that now everything is over, enough is enough. And now time has come for me to be away from all relative belongings. And that is how they let go all their rights, all the royalty, etc., everything they go. And they go out. And in a short period of time, just they are attentive on the body as the relative body and inside as pure soul. With pure soul vision, just they are observing whatever happens to the body within and from outside. Just they are knower and seer as to whatever the accountability of the body is there, all that accountability, just they know and see, that's all, without interfering in any way, not interfering. Because in that Shuddhatma state vision, they fully know upon that development that whatever balance remains and has remained is on the accountability, not from any source or agency or anybody, but to own accountability. Do you understand? It is not from outside, it is on your own. So therefore, for it to get phased out totally and for my absoluteness to open out, I have not to interfere in anything of that, in any way. Howsoever it may appear to me like interfering like, but no, not at all. Just I know and see whatever happens. That's how it is. You understand? In the final life. And then in a question of time, everything gets from inside, whatever forces that are there that hold back the absolute. And as they dissolve out, the absoluteness goes on getting opened out. Same thing will be happening in you now, here. Here, in this life, your absolute experience in degrees, in stages, will gradually go on opening out. Do you follow? It's a great thing, and your life will go on. There, they forsake all everything, and then they did. Here, you are in the house, in the relative life, and amongst all the relative living, and yet at the same time, with pure soul vision, as per 5 sentences, same thing will happen now in this life. It is great. Without going through any hardships of any nature whatsoever. Invited hardships, no. Naturally. Do you understand? Life is natural process going on. But now you have. So whatever unnaturality in the body is there, out of the past causes, which is effective now, that will go on phasing out. And every activity of the body will become natural and normal. Do you understand? And very normal body, life and living, include everything from mind level to speech level to behavior, is a liberated form of living. Do you understand? In the absolute sense, to that extent. Do you follow now? That is the result of the 5 all these things. You follow? Dada Bhagwan had connection, therefore the Simandra Swami photo is given there. He is there still. He is there. And if you want to understand our world, 5 worlds like ours, another 5 are like ours, where whole time cycle is there, time goes on changing. Time cycle is like a circle. Time cycle. It is not a physical or thing, but cyclic thing that is going on in the life. So time circle goes on. So if you divide that circle in 2 halves, this 1 half and this is another half. You follow? And there is a center. So we are in this half. Here there is maximum happiness for humanity. There is no misery at all. And here there is maximum misery. There is no happiness at all. These are the 2 extremes. You see, we are in this part. So from the happiness goes on diminishing. And when at certain point misery surfaces out, the dual forces of life come into play and whole human society gets organized, and that is how it happens. From the center, if in this half you divide that in 4 segments, one segment, their happiness, but on a diminishing scale, yet it is there. Second segment, happiness still, but at the end, towards the end of the second phase, the misery surfaces out, and therefore humanity and everything gets organized there. The third phase is there. It is the middle period, where positivity is more and negativity is less. But still it is in a declining state. So whole that, we have passed all that, and the last phase, now the third phase and fourth phase joint, almost 2,500 years are left, bypassed, and another 38,000 years are left to come here. 38,000. You see? So we are in that joint. So in that joint, having missed the right times and entered into disturbed times, but we have got right positivity at our heart, and because of that you got this. And at that time, Dada Bhagwan, such a divine knowledge opened out, which is very rare. As an exception, this has happened. As an exception, a path that is stepless, that is lift-like, that means step into the lift and you approach in the 25th floor or whatever.
So you don't have to go through the rest.
You don't want to go to like that.
But for humanity,
but normal path in the right time is to go through. But there, the body should be in order. And today in these times, bodies are not in order. Mind, speech, body assembly is not in unison. What is in mind cannot come out in the speech, and what is in speech cannot be in the behavior. All 3 different. Everybody like that.
So that is a prerequisite, that it has to be a union.
Union, but we have lost that time, and we are here now. But our attitude towards this was right, and that accumulation of that right actions is lost there in you, within your. Therefore, you realize you got this. Otherwise, you cannot get this.
So humanity has to go through this?
Yes, everything. No, we have.
Or we can go in
all,
elevator?
no. All these cycles, you, me, all of us have infinite times we have travelled. And to come at this time is not easy. It's a game of rise, fall, rise, fall, rise, fall, rise, fall, rise, fall. And evolution is so slow, nobody can pursue.
Again, I'm using my human experience. My human experience in the way I measure it. For example, does it go in the same rate across?
Yeah, same.
Or is it possible, with some people's experience, through the happiness, it would be a longer duration, then it will go fast with the suffering, or the other way around? Is that possible?
It's not like that.
It's not like that. Okay.
It's not like that. No. This is a very vast cycle.
Yeah.
Nobody in human life we cannot even understand that.
Okay. You cannot. Okay.
Because there are millions of years and all
Yes,
that.
okay.
You see, all the prehistoric and what you call is that the beginning of the time, beginning of the humanity, like that. There, you understand? That is how it is.
But like now, we have honor and privilege that you have facilitated us to go in lift, as you say. So like your own mission as human being right now is to facilitate people in the lift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is.
So how much
Through grace.
So for humanity, what are the chances to get everybody?
For
in
those
lift?
who are lucky enough in their heart to desire for this, to have desire that, oh, I would like to have this experience.
Yeah. I think many people have desire.
No,
but they're not-
sure, but they
they're
don't
not
have
aware.
chance.
They don't have chance.
They don't know that
don't know.
such a thing can ever
Because
exist.
your past karmas, that your good karmas have brought you here today.
No,
Then-
people don't know that such a path can ever exist. It is a wonder of the world, I tell you. It can never happen. Nobody will believe also. But people with right positivity at heart, they will have desire. If you go on talking people, and from that you find that here is the right one who may have desire, you can definitely say and ask them, look here, if we happen to meet this master who has this experience absolute, definitely through his grace you can realize yourself and you have that same experience, and that will open out in you independently then after realization. That's how it is. A realized person can only make you realize your experience state of it, not otherwise.
So how can you make people more aware of the possibility?
Possibility.
Of
Oh yes,
growth?
that also we have got. Those two things we gave you last time, yesterday.
Yeah.
That prayer
Yeah.
and 9 priceless diamonds.
Yeah.
You can
That
give
will make
out.
them aware. Do you follow?
Yeah, we have here.
And also there is third one I will give you. Background તૈયાર કરવા માટેની વિધિ. એ છે ઇંગ્લિશમાં? Huh? Give me. There is third one I can give you.
So in general, by us just radiating our energy, we help other people to come closer to realization.
Automatically it will happen. Automatically it will happen. Just as the in that deer, kasturi, scented, and it draws that hunter and hunts. That is how it is like that. People will get attracted.
We don't have to use speech.
No, it automatically. Speech, of course.
Of course.
Also.
Then you will go on talking and you will be observing and you find that here the right type is here. Then you approach and then you give these things. You can. But somebody may not also. It is very likely. Those who have no taste, for them you may try, but at second try you understand that it is not reaching him, then you may stop there. You may stop there. It is no use approaching where it is not going to reach him. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It will go waste unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he may not know it and he can misuse because of his negativity. This is how it is.
So we have to judge.
Judge and just observe.
Okay.
You can talk. Talking is not talk. You know the people and how. Look here, this way. You saw?
Yes.
So yesterday was those prayer and those 9 diamonds I gave you. Along with that I am giving you third one that will help for them to have such a desire open up within them. You follow?
Yes.
It is here. It is here. Now, in those 5 worlds nearest to us, the time cycle that is middle, where everything is in order, whole cycle is of that nature. That is how continuously absolute is going happening there. In this middle world. But in our world, it happens only in the right time, 3rd division. Only in 3rd division. Such absolutes do take birth in our world. You follow, Robert?
Yes.
And they take birth in, not that India has right for that to take, but that portion of land is such that in that land, that continent, that part, they take birth there. Do you understand? They do take. That
So
one.
those are
The last one in that segment was Mahavir, if you have heard the name. Mahavir. You don't know?
No.
22,500 years back. He was contemporary of Buddha. Buddha was 7 to 8 years older than Mahavir.
Ah.
Both were royal princes.
Yeah.
Buddha followed this path. Mahavir followed this absolute path. Buddha wanted to attain absolute experience, but the path that he had taken, on that path, he got stuck at the last phases of the intellect, which if he had surpassed them, he would have absolute experience. But the life end came there.
With
He
Buddha.
got stuck, yes.
Okay.
And therefore he was called Buddha. Buddha. Buddha means wise. That is how it is. And Mahavir's experience was beyond all these things. Oh, vast experience. The two never met. Though they were in the same area of the India.
Oh, so they have different followers then.
Yes. No, Buddha did not have a single follower. Mary, let me tell you, not a single. He was a princely state, then he forsake everything and went after these to find out the cause of miseries and desires. Why? These are the very two disturbing aspects of life that makes people in different state. Why one is happy and one is unhappy? Why one is rich and one is poor? Why one is healthy and one is not healthy? So many all these things. There has to be some reason. He went to find out that only. You see? So, in the process, he was doing penance and forsake the food and everything, and the whole body became so. He was very sincere that only skin and bones remained. Whole thing went down. And one lady, when he goes and certain ladies are bathing in the river, and they know Buddha, a very high priest. So they do something, they recite something naturally. You see, ladies naturally. And Buddha immediately of a high wisdom realizes, oh, there is a lesson in what they say. There is a lesson. They look at me and they speak, and there is a lesson in that. That I unnecessarily punished the body, and punishment was not at the place where the fault was. That is inside. Body has nothing to do with that. So my suffering was at the wrong aspect. So why? And then he started taking food, but he was very efficient, very high body. So immediately after some time, body got filled up nicely, and he was healthy and fine. And then he is a Buddha with a very pleasant state all the time. That is how it is. Ananda, first disciple, is after the Buddha of his own. Buddha never tells anybody, you be my disciple. Never, he has not told. He is wrong. Present day, though, nobody knows this. This is the factual position. Ananda. And along with the Ananda, all the other things, they gather together and then they are falling together. Not Buddha. That is how it was. You see? Buddha was They were contemporary.
Mhm.
And last was Mahavir, absolute experience in this Kshetra, at the end of the third division. Third division was about to end, and this last to begin, and then Nirvana, salvation took. And this dark period began. Sunset. Sunset. You see? So after that sunset, almost 2,500 years are passed, and there is a light at the time of sunset. The light is there. Like that we have got light. And this will last for another 4,000-5,000 years easily.
So right now, are
This
we
way.
at that stage?
Pardon?
Right now, where are we? Where are we in humanity?
At
Which
the
Dark period.
sunset.
After sunset.
we are now there.
Yes. And it will, and when it come here, it will dark midnight. When it come here.
When it's all misery.
38,000 years more. And human form will be only this height, constantly construct. Everything, mountains, rivers, creatures, trees, everything all living, constructing. It's a constructing process.
Smaller and smaller and
Yes,
smaller.
yes, yes. And then here, it's a rising cycle.
Mhm.
And here, again gradually after 40,000 years, same thing like us will be again come, when there will be sunrise.
Mhm.
Sunrise. You see? So this is the increasing darkness period up to here maximum. And here is the decreasing darkness period up till sunrise. And there again same as that middle period again starts here. And humanity is normal. Then it ends. Then there is no liberation anything, because happiness increase and unhappiness totally gone. And when happiness is there, nobody desires anything. Therefore desires become less. No. And they gone in like that. So desires become so much less here that almost there are no desires. Just they exist as human beings. And there is always a man and woman too, only two, get born. And they live the life as a couple. And they give birth at the end to one couple again. And they pass away. And that couple goes on living again. So couple to couple living like it. There is no society, no law and order, nothing is required, because it is happiness, that's all. And all their needs are taken care of by various 10 types of trees, divine type of trees that supply needs of the life, which are very minimum. Everything. Medicine, food, body covering, all most of them. You see? It goes on like that. So it increases and then again decreases. The cycle goes on, and
Infinite.
we have passed many cycles, and then we have realized we have paid a great price. It is not for nothing. Your experience, understand?
Yes.
So make the best of it,
Yeah.
right? And let the people benefit,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you.
This I am giving out what you say for others, how they can understand these things, and if they can have some desire and feeling that, oh, it's something worth having it. For the two I gave you, and this is the third one. You see? You can read it. So it is a small, in your computer you can make large letters if you want.
Yeah.
They are small type.
Yeah.
You read, talk with.
Most of
De
material on
De Jachinanda Sang.
most of the material
From
on
relation
the
to a
website
self-realization.
Formulation. Means formulation of background.
is working on it.
Towards it is said. You see? So that background will be prepared inside. Yes, sir?
So this you should also read once a day.
Not you, for others. Small together. And you can print them out.
Yeah.
If you want copies, then he will prepare and send you.
Oh,
Yeah.
copies is easy.
And your phone number, name, address, give
Yeah.
everything, email, etc.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You
yeah.
take his email also. I am available globally anywhere through him. You contact him, he will let you know, and you can
That's
talk to me.
your
on
email address, yeah?
Yes.
DSMISTRY.
Yeah.
Okay, hotmail.com. Yeah. Great.
phone. You can always contact me. And if you want to talk on phone anytime, any time of the day, I tell you.
because I am free of time. Yes, I am responsible and answerable to everybody. Anybody who comes at 2 o'clock in the night, I cannot say, hey, you have come at this time, go away, come in morning. I cannot say that. Why you have come? What is the trouble? And I say, listen to him, and then I do.
One more question if I may. Like this, for example, children nowadays, difficult time, teenagers, they do not read this. You know what I mean? What suggestion do you have to get children nowadays on the path,
Prayer to
teenagers?
pure soul, few lines. Pure soul prayer. Yesterday I gave you.
Yeah.
That children will be easy. It is easy to follow. It's quite easy to follow. You can give that and give them those 9 diamonds. That is how. Children means she can have. Girls from 12 years onwards, they can easily have these things. Because girls are advanced by 5 years more than boys of equal age. If the boy and girl are 12 years age, girl is in understanding wise and development open out wise is 17 year like and boy is 12 year like. It is a natural thing, always. Always so. It is the nature. So yes. Right.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much.
So this is a small letter, but you can make yourself.
Yeah, of course.
I will read out so that you will understand. Formulation towards self-realization once every day for others, for them to open out and to have the background prepared inside. Most devoutly I bow in obedience to Dada Bhagwan, the enlightened soul. Yes. Now, in the place of Dada Bhagwan, if you are giving to some Christian, you can put anything. To God also you can put. You can God. God. Or Jesus, whatever we can put. But Dada Bhagwan is the fresh form. You can explain and put, and if he accepts, it is he or she is much good. Because it is beneficial. No?
Yeah.
Most, you see, divinity is the same all times. But when it freshly opens out, that fresh opened out state is always beneficial to everybody because of the freshness. Even the divinity opened out long period back, today the effect of it gets stale on account of time effect. Do you understand? Just as medicines have expiry dates. It is like that. Jesus was 2000 years back and all these things, it happens. But people are always on the past, so they cannot forget. It is a tradition. Tradition is not wrong, but those who are thinkers enough and who desire and who are seekers of the true path of liberation, for them this fresh address is very good. You can explain to those who are of the right. Yes. Otherwise, what they like, what they believe, they can put like that. I am most devoutly I bow in obeisance to Dada Bhagwan, the enlightened soul. Most devoutly I obey in obedience to all these self-realized souls. You see, they should recite. So when they do this thing, you are included in the bracket as pure. So they bow you also, automatically. All over the world, those who bow, it comes. That is how your now life becomes responsible. You see, you are respectable in every way because as realized souls. Unknowingly they do, they don't know, but it reaches you. You understand? Most devoutly I bow in obeisance to all the impartial gods and goddesses. Impartial. Impartial gods. Gods and goddesses is proper word?
Yes.
Or you can put angels.
Angels and God are different things.
Different things? Oh, the gods and goddesses you put. I think that's better, yes. O Dada Bhagwan, the enlightened soul and the self-realized souls, please liberate this world that is all afire and ablaze today. I earnestly wish to be instrumental in their liberation. I pray to you with pure spirit and in full harmony of mind, body and speech. May this prayer of mine be granted. This is the desire of the one whom you will give. This is all desire. I am going through all once. O Dada Bhagwan, here below are the aphorisms pursued by you in your immaculate vision of absolute pure knowledge and verbalized by your divine self. Amidst all attachments, desires and feelings of mind, body and speech, the pure soul remains totally detached. This is indirect approach. Do you understand? Yesterday we made you directly realize, so we recited directly that I am detached. Here indirectly he says, you follow?
Yeah.
For him to get prepared, him or her to get prepared. Do you understand? That is how it is. This is for preparation and this is already for realized one. Only difference is there. But this is in short and that is in great. That though 5-7 pages I gave you. You see? It's same thing but in an indirect way. The pure soul is completely separate from all the associated actions of mind, body and speech. The pure soul knows and sees all habits and propensities, nature of mind, body, speech, and it also knows its own nature because it eliminates its own self and also the body self, that is mind, body, speech. Right? Correct, no? The eater eats and the non-eater pure soul simply knows it.
Yeah.
You see? And for you it is different. Eater eats and I pure soul just know it. That is how I give. And here is indirect. Do you follow? Further. Gross circumstances of the body, subtle circumstances of the mind and the circumstances of speech are totally separate from the pure soul and is other dependent. The pure soul is just the knower and the perceiver of them. Next, of all the grossest to the subtlest circumstances of mind, body and speech. Grossest to the subtlest. The pure soul is just the knower, the perceiver, the immiscible and with infinite bliss. Next, neither a single quality of the body self exists in the pure soul, nor a single quality of the pure soul exists in the body self. Body self and pure soul are different, quality wise. Both are altogether different and separate. Next, fickle attributes are that of the body self. Fickle means ever changing, fickle. They do not belong to the pure soul which is perpetual. O Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with an infinite inner strength so as to resolve all the inner conflicts and clashes. So as to resolve all the inner conflicts and clashes. Now that I have no other aspiration except realizing the true attributes of the pure soul, I am ardently desirous of liberation. For that, I sincerely aspire to remain truly humble towards all the self-realized souls and in devotional deference to the Dada Bhagwan with a spirit of I know nothing. Follow? Next, I have no conviction or perception nor any experience of the attributes of the pure soul as mentioned in the above aphorisms. It will happen only when I get a firm belief and full faith into the pure soul through self-realization. For this, I strongly crave for two utmost essential things, namely, my sincere earnest aspiration of knowing the ultimate truth, the pure soul. And two, the pure soul is known only through thorough obedience to the guiding principles of a Gnani Purush. You see? Right? Realization is to be sought only through a living Gnani Purush. Gnani Purush means self-realized. Gnani Purush is an Gujarati word. Will you follow that? Gnani Purush means.
Yeah. Enlightened soul. Okay.
You will understand?
Yes.
That is we. Myself. Gnani Purush, the enlightened soul. It is written there. Hence, I solemnly determine to be in the quest of a living Gnani Purush, that is enlightened soul, and on gaining his divine presence, I resolve to follow his guiding principles sincerely. Let this aspiration of mine come true. Jai Satchidanand. This is the desire that one will. This is the third one. For those grown-ups you can give. Children, I think, may not follow. No? It will differ. So whatever children, that's prayer and other things you can give. Okay? So these three will combine for all of rest of it. And this is for you. Huh? You can give. Okay. That's all.